For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in 85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here they run with Griffin. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got Mason complete. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about
nowhere to go here? He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one into the hands of Kane. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend, because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go, the first snap of his college career. Clemson has it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jewell, and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A good throw there, but boy, a tough situation for this offense, for this program, really. When you think about it, Marcus Washington, 4-year starter, came in as a true freshman to lead this team. He's third all-time in passing yards in school history, second in touchdowns, twice an All-American, a Heisman finalist, all that stuff. Never missed a game in his college career, 53 starts, but now he sits and watches as his understudy for the last 4 years finally gets his shot in the leading role. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back to throw. King, quick slant caught by Streets. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 12 yards that time. First and 10 now for Clemson. Looking to throw. King. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's first and goal, Clemson. They'll run with Jewell. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And that is caught. Touchdown Clemson. DeMarcus Sowell there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Operating from the gun. Fulton. It's complete. It's Gore. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Oklahoma's punter out there getting set as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season, trying to make it 2 titles in 3 years if they can get things done.
We got 4.
On second down, Jewell. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
King from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gold. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. But Charles, so much of this offense the last few years centering around the combination of Marcus Washington and Isaiah Streets. Streets saying Washington's like a second brother to him. And, of course, many know the story. Isaiah's older brother, Ezekiel, tremendous athlete in his own right, but lost too soon to leukemia a year ago next week at the age of 20.
And that is really a gut-wrenching story, as you know. And you look back at their high school days right here in Texas, just outside of Houston. Zeke was the star quarterback, a 4-year starter, 8,000 passing yards.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Running it with Gold. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Fulton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will have a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, Gold. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
He'll get this to Streets on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. To throw is King, operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. King. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Coming to you.
Now King, a final shot before break. Open man here, Streets.
We got this.
So we've reached halftime in Arlington with Clemson on top.
We up. Let's go.
Hey, kid. Just checking in with you. How'd you feel about the first half?
That's how we're playing. Let's go.
Be a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of we's in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey,
Coach,
really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He will find the open man at Streets. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. When prepping for this semifinal matchup, we went back and saw all the tape on Isaiah Streets throughout the year. And no matter who you talk with around the game, they say Isaiah Streets, what's so impressive, his route running ability. So much discipline, so much precision on the cuts. Not only that, but you sit down with him and you find out what an impressive young man he is. For the amount of talent that he has and all the stars and accolades by his name, incredibly grounded, just a remarkable young man. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. King now, throwing again. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. Looking to throw. King. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's King from the gun on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And Clemson tacks onto their lead. Well, when we were setting up and going over our run-throughs early this afternoon, and I'm talking 6 hours before kickoff, we saw Isaiah Streets out there alone with just his young quarterback and center going through all sorts of different routes, making sure that they had everything ironed out, and it pays off there on the touchdown throw. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, Fulton over the middle, complete. It's Mason, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fulton got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Fulton. That's into the hands of Edwards. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Here are the Sooners now, 1st and goal. From the gun, Fulton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
There he goes left side. And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Sooner offense back out ready for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fulton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Oklahoma's punter out there getting set as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Fulton to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
King to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Street's the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
To throw is King on third down. That is caught. It's Streets. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
Back to throw. King. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Isaiah Streets, his second touchdown of the night. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Fulton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. On fourth down, Fulton looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mason, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Fulton into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Chopper. Switch gears. Whip. Watch the whip. Box shot. Let's go.
Now King looking to throw on second down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. King now on first down. This one complete to Streets. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So much made about the fact that we've got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game. But if you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record. Threw for close to 4,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions. And he also chipped in 11 rushing touchdowns to boot. So it's not as if this guy doesn't know what pressure comes, and down he goes.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
66. Fully ride. Let's go. Hayward.
To throw on third down, King. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. What a game he's had throwing the football. This is now 4 touchdown passes. And this offense has had very little drop-off from Marcus Washington. Starting to get a sense who might be on your weekly cover of your favorite sports magazine this week. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Fulton sets to pass it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go, Ford. Let's go.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, Jewell. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Clemson Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship on January 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Whew. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well,
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I think I'm gonna have to go with purple.
purple. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns.
Oh.
Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
It's nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game.